But again, that's what the world is like. People take everything personally. I think the world revolves around them, right? Particularly on Twitter, right? I don't know, I'm not tweeting anyone, I'm just tweeting, okay? I don't know who's following me. I've got 12 million followers. I don't know who's following me. They can be following me without me knowing, right? Choose to read my tweet and then take that personally. That's like going into a town square, seeing a big notice board, and there's a notice, guitar lessons, and you go, but I don't fucking want guitar lessons. What's this? There's a number here. All right, call that, right? Are you giving me guitar lessons? Yeah. I don't fucking want any. Fine, it's not for you then. Just walk away. Don't worry about it.
I don't know if you're affected by the volcanic ash cloud, but I had friends that were stuck all over the world and they missed weddings and funerals and they had to put themselves up in a hotel for extra days that they hadn't budgeted for, and they couldn't get their money back because the airlines were saying, no, we can't pay you because the insurance companies won't pay us because they're saying it's an act of God. Well, what isn't an act of God? No, if you believe in God, that's sort of a definition of him, isn't it? That he does everything. Isn't that right? Everything is an act of him. He's all-powerful, he's everywhere at once. He invented everything. There was nothing before him. He invented time, everything. He's across it all, okay? He doesn't miss a trick, and he's not absent-minded. A volcano going off isn't like him going, fuck, I left the oven on. You know, it's... And who are these insurance companies that can decide what is and isn't an act of God? How do they know, okay? Have they got a hotline to God? They call him up, do they? Ring, 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 ring. Hello? Could I speak to God, please? Speaking. Oh, I didn't think you'd answer the phone yourself. What do you want? Oh, that volcanic ash cloud. Was that you? Yeah. Yes, that was an act of me, all right. So I shouldn't pay out. No, don't fucking pay him a penny, son. No. Brilliant, brilliant. While I've got you here, did you make a tree fall on Steve Baxter's car? There's a lot of Steve Baxters. Steve Baxter, 2 Acacia Road, Hounslow. It happened at 2:15 on the 3rd of June this year. 2:15, 3rd of June. No, that wasn't me. I was in Africa that day giving AIDS to babies. He does everything. He does everything. I have never worked out the moral to Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. All I can think is, don't sit on a wall if you're an egg. But again, how is that applicable to a 5-year-old human? I mean, you tell that to a group of 5, oh, so don't sit on a wall if you're an egg. Well, what do you mean if I'm an egg? I'm not an egg. It doesn't make sense. If I'm an none of us are eggs. If there was an egg there, it wouldn't make sense. Because you go to the egg, don't sit on a wall. You go, I'm an egg, I can't eat, I've got nothing. I've got no ears, no eyes, I don't know what the fuck. What? Don't sit on a wall. I can't fucking hear, I've got nothing. I'm in nothingness. I can't fucking climb walls for a start, so... Don't send horses to perform medical procedures. Of course they couldn't put him together again. They've got no dexterity whatsoever. They can't sew to save their life. They've got no thumbs. They're opposable thumbs. Don't send a horse. It's delicate. An egg? We've got a cracked egg. Should we send a horse? Definitely not. Have you got a doctor or someone who works for Fabergé? Don't. We've got like a half-a-ton creature with no fingers. Don't send that. Got a 4-legged thing with like that. No chance.
They can't, couldn't put on gloves, they couldn't scrub up, they can't. Imagine, there's an egg, delicate egg. Horse comes over, fucked. He couldn't, they wouldn't even think of fucked. That's it. They wouldn't even see it. They go over there, what? Fucked, that's it. Wouldn't even, you couldn't explain it to it. Don't send, it's ridiculous. If I had to design the perfect egg crushing device, it would be a hoof. I need this, as a cracked egg, I need it crushing completely. Hoof. The hoof's great. Don't send doesn't matter whether they're the king's horses or not. Certainly don't send all of them. That's gonna be chaos. If there was one horse with a little bit of nous, he did like 1 year before he got kicked out of Harvard. I know the rudimentaries, are they all the fuck it? Oh, for fuck's sake. No lads, don't, they're fucking all over it. Fucked. It's definitely fucked now. What if we'd have invaded by France that day? And bloke comes running up the hill and goes, are you in charge of all the king's horses? All the king's men? Yep. French are coming. What? The French are coming. Where are all the king's horses? I sent them to mend an egg. You dopey cunt. What do you mean you sent them to mend a fucking egg? Oh. If your surname is Dumpty, don't call your firstborn Humpty. What sort of a stigma is that? For a kid that's already an egg? He'd have the piss ripped out of him. I bet he jumped off the wall. We've come a long way from it being punishable to total equality, as it should be, of course. In England, the gay age of consent, same as heterosexuality now, 16, and even gay marriage. Although, ironically, the one place that was really ahead of the game fell behind a little at the last election, California. They had a referendum, they put it to the vote, and they voted no to gay marriage. I mean, in California, there's people going, that's why we moved here. I mean, it's a strange sort of bigotry that you can affect someone else's lifestyle that doesn't affect you back. It's not like they asked a bloke once, said, sorry, do you mind if these two men get married? He went, no, fine, okay, jack them off then. What? I didn't know that was going to... That doesn't happen, does it? That doesn't happen. It's also a strange sort of bigotry because these people that object to that were presumably the same people that said, you know, gay people were immoral and promiscuous, but now they don't want to be monogamous and respectful in the eyes of God. And it must be so confusing to a gay guy in California thinking, that's the bit they don't like. With all the other shit we get up to, it's the marriage bit. They must so confused. They must go to judges and go, sorry, can I get the rules straight? What do you want to know? I just need to know what we can and can't do. Ask away. Can I marry a man? No. Can I fuck him up the arse and give him a little reach round? Please. Can't marry him? No. But and a little... Can I... Can I pick up a stranger in the bushes and take him home and jizz on him and throw him out in the morning all crusty and homeless? Of course you can, yeah. But I couldn't marry him, no. No, and don't ask again. Could I line up 15 men? I'm just riffing here. Could I line up 15 men and just jack them off? For a laugh. If you want, yeah. Yeah. It would be difficult, wouldn't it? Jacking off 15 men at once. It would be like plate spinning. Wouldn't it? No. Because you could only do two at once, really, so you'd have these two ready to blow, but then they'd be losing it, and you'd go, fucking hell. Oh, here we go. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. Ain't it knackering, jacking off 15 men at once? Never thought I'd say that. Oh. Again. No. He was the ringleader. Old Adolf. That name's died out, hasn't it? He killed that dead, didn't he? No one's calling their kid Adolf nowadays. No little Adolfs going to school. Loads of Brads and Angelinas, but no, look, you don't hear the teacher doing the register. Brad here, Angelina here, Adolf here. I do that quick so no one can take a picture of me doing that. No, but people make excuses for him. People say, oh, he was stupid, he was easily led, he didn't mean that. What do you mean he didn't mean that? They'll say, oh no, he's influenced by the political philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, right? Because Nietzsche wrote this paper talking about a Superman. He said, not all men are born equal. And Hitler misinterpreted this and went way too far with it. And think of that. You're a great scholar, you've done this work, and you get a call from the Führer. And the Führer goes, all right, Nietzsche. He goes, yeah, good, what do you want? He goes, just read your book. What do you think? Love it. Love all that. Man and Superman, not everyone's equal, kill all the Jews. Sorry? Not everyone's equal, so kill all the Jews. I didn't write that. I read between the lines. I didn't mean that. That's terrible. You haven't been killing Jewish people, have you? What? Have you been killing Jewish people? Yeah. Yeah. A little bit. A few. How many? 6 million. 6 million? That's what I won't do anymore. Leave it at 6. That's terrible. I won't do any more. Stay for dinner? Well, I will, but be careful in future. I will. Are you writing any other books? Well, I am, but I'm scared to tell you about it. I won't do anything. What's your new book called? My new book is called The Gypsies. Do we need them?
But it's these people that say being gay isn't natural. Well, it is natural, and I've got a book to prove it. Homosexuality occurs in about the same incidents in the animal kingdom as it does in human society. This is a real book. It's called Biological Exuberance, Animal Homosexuality and Natural Diversity by Bruce Bagamill, okay? The evidence is compelling, and it seems there is virtually no species which does not have its gay community. That doesn't mean like chimps on one particular street wearing leather caps and stuff. It's... they sort of spread it out more, really. This is a real book. Can we have the first slide, please? Right, okay. Right. This is a real book, okay? Right? Absolutely real, okay? 2 male stump-tailed macaques in mutual fellatio. They're sharing it around. Next slide. Okay. A male squirrel monkey, right, performing a genital display toward another male. He's just going, what do you think of that? And this one's going, what? Suck it. Look at his little hand. Why? Because we're gay. I'm not, you fucking are. Look at the way he's holding him, and he's got his leg up for extra purchase. He's gone, get in there, get in there, get in there. Look at him. Can you imagine my face when I discovered this book? Next slide, please. Okay. A female Olympic marmot mounting another female. Now, I don't know what is in that for either of them. Unless the one on top is wearing a strap-on dildo. One more slide. Oh, this is a doozy. Okay. Two forms of copulation between male dolphins. Genital slit or anal penetration above, and below, blowhole penetration. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Basically, he is fucking him in the head. It's in the head. He's fucking him in the head, ladies. I have never seen that on any wildlife documentary. Why have I never seen that before? Why are they doing that? Maybe it's not in the wild. Maybe it's in SeaWorld, which is like their prison. And they're going, fuck's sake. They put in two males. Some people think we're fish. We might as well fucking do it, okay? I mean, look at his face. Huh. He's going, Dave. What? Could we not do it up the arse like them? No. It's in the head or nothing. Dave, what? What? Dave, I love you. But I can't fucking breathe. That is a real book. That is a real book. Can we have it? Look. I love the fact that he found like a turkey in drag to show how gay animals can be. The gayest animal in the world. I was talking earlier about trying to educate myself, and that is true. And I think, you know, the internet is probably the greatest resource of information the world has ever seen. It's amazing. And online encyclopedias that you can go into and change. You can't do that in a library, can you, really? You can't just get down the encyclopedia and go, what are you doing, mate? Just changing a bit. Fuck off. There's loads of websites just clogging up the internet by people, they're doing websites about themselves. It's like, my name is Rupert, this is my cat, I like The Cure. Who gives a fuck? And the trivia sites, where people just load up things they've learned. And I just think, what, do they wake up in a cold sweat and go, I've got to tell the world this. The peanut is not a nut, it's a legume. But my favourite are the animal facts. The animal facts are just, I think, incredible. This is from a website called Deb and Jen's World of Knowledge, okay? And I want you to think about the people who put this up, okay? They're not just the fact, but who did it and why they did it. What were they thinking? Okay. Number one, you can lead a cow upstairs, but not down. Thanks very much. I looked into that, it's true. A cow will go upstairs, but they won't go downstairs because the way their joints don't oppose. But I think of the poor bastard who found that out the hard way. Come on, Daisy, down you go. I don't go downstairs. Come on. No, I don't go downstairs. I'm away with joint. I don't care about your joints. My wife's coming home from work in 5 fucking minutes. Get down the stairs. You thought, yeah, I've got to tell other people about this. Number two, stroking a spider can cause it to go bald. Thanks. One, what sort of maniac goes around stroking spiders? Dracula's assistant, I don't know. Two, is that a problem in the arachnid world, premature balding? Do they worry about that much? I thought they'd be loving it, wouldn't they, being a skinhead? They're so fucking hard. Got all the legs, all the eyes and the teeth. Fuck it, I'm bald, who cares? Adds to it, I like it more. But no,
Apparently it's a big problem. You stroke a little spider, he goes, oh, fucking hell. He runs back to the web, and all the other spiders go, what are you wearing a baseball cap for? Fashion. Bit weird. Nah, it's just fashion. We'll take it off in the web. Nah, I'll just keep it on. Bit cold. Cold? We're in a cupboard under the sink. It's boiling. Nah, take it off. Nah, take it off. Oh. Have you been letting a human stroke you? Leave this fucking web. Number 3. Polar bears will sometimes cover their black nose during a hunt to camouflage themselves more completely. It's a good idea, isn't it? Because apart from the old nose, are perfectly camouflaged. They're white, snow's white. So they're sneaking up on a little Arctic hare. And they get there, and the Arctic hare, he turns round, the polar bear goes... But how did they find that out? Because that's behavioural. All the polar bears sitting around one night going, I'm starving. Every time I sneak up on a little hare, he looks round and then he hops off. It's like he can see me. I can't work it out. Little voice, little hare goes, I can tell you. Can you see us? Well, I can see where you are and how many there are of you. Really? How? You'll kick yourself. Now, go on. Tell us. Your nose is black. The nose, it's black. Oh. Cheers. Can you see us now? No? Oh. Thank you. My favourite fact. Okay. Number 4. Montana mountain goats will sometimes butt heads so hard that their hooves fall off. Can that be true? That's amazing. So there's 2 there. They're looking at a female goat. One goes, I like her. And the other goes, yeah, I'm probably going to mate with her. Well, no, I saw her first. That's not how it works. How does it work? We have to run at each other really hard and crack heads. Is that safe? Oh, yeah. Okay, go. Oh! Ow! Ow! Oh! Look! Yeah. Yours all right? Yeah. I grip on impact. Did you know about this? Why didn't you tell me? Mortal enemies? Never mind that. My fucking feet are falling off. One more amazing fact. Elephants have been caught swimming up to 2 miles off the coast in the Indian Ocean. That's amazing. I didn't know they liked to swim. I certainly didn't think they could swim 2 miles out to sea. But it's the language this person uses. Have been caught swimming. Like it's illegal. Says the Coast Guard. Morning. 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 Phone rings. Ring, ring. Hello. They're doing what? No, I'll be there. That's me in a little boat. I'm not jacking a bloke off behind me. I'm just... No. What are you doing? Nothing. It's not nothing, is it? What's that? Beach ball? Tell me what you're doing. Don't look at him. What are you doing? Swimming. Yeah, you are. Do you know how far off coast you are? 2 miles. Is it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You know you're not meant to do this, don't you? Don't cry. But if you know you're not meant to do it, I've told you loads of times, why are you doing it again? I forgot.
Famine is a problem. Which brings me to this next fad that we need to stamp out. This happened Christmas before last, exchanging gifts with old friends, good friends, quite well-off friends, if I'm being honest. I got them a coffee-making machine from Harrods, top of the range. They loved it. They gave me my present. It was just an envelope. I thought, oh, what's this, vouchers? Open it up. It wasn't vouchers. It was just a card with a picture of a goat on it. And I said, what's this? They went, oh, our gift to you is we gave a goat to an African family. What? I'm looking at the coffee machine thinking, is it too late to take that back? Is it too late? What is it? Oh, we gave a goat to an African family. Did you? Oh. So, I've got fuck all then, basically. I mean, I don't even know this African family. Why would I give them a goat? It doesn't matter. This serves no purpose at all. No, but this is no good for anyone. They're 50 quid down. I've got nothing. The African family's going, not another mouth to feed. Right? The goat is going, where the fuck am I? This is shit. What? A week ago I was gambling around the Cotswolds. There was grass and tourists with nuts and... This is a fucking dust bowl. There's no way that goat wanted to go to Africa. It was basically... No, it was kidnapped. It was abducted. It was put in a sack and bundled on a boat to Africa. Like Roots in reverse. There is no way. They went, do you want to go to Africa? He went, definitely not. No. Oh, come on. Why didn't you want to go to Africa? Lions. Come on. Why didn't you want to go to Africa? AIDS. Well, that shouldn't affect you. It shouldn't.
You'll be pleased to know this is the last time I'm hosting these awards, so I don't care anymore. I'm joking. I never did. Let's go out with a bang. Let's have a laugh at your expense, shall we? Remember, they're just jokes. We're all going to die soon, and there's no sequel. So, yeah, remember that. But you all look lovely, all dolled up. You came here in your limos. I came here in a limo tonight, and the license plate was made by Felicity Huffman. So, no, shush. It's her daughter I feel sorry for, okay? That must be the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to her. And her dad was in Wild Hogs. So, lots of big celebrities here tonight. I mean, legends, icons, yeah? Look, at this table alone, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, but... Baby Yoda. Oh, that's Joe Pesci, sorry. I love you, man, don't have me whacked. But tonight isn't just about the people in front of the camera. In this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world. People from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Look, talking of all you perverts, it was a big year. It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care. No one cares about movies anymore. No one goes to the cinema. No one really watches network TV. Everyone's watching Netflix. This show should just be me coming out going, well done, Netflix, you win everything. Good night. But no, we've got to drag it out for 3 hours. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer. And it's still more fun than this, okay? Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up. I know he's your friend, but I don't care. You had to make your own way here in your own plane, didn't you? Right, but seriously, most films are awful, lazy, remakes, sequels. I've heard a rumour that there might be a sequel to Sophie's Choice. I mean, that'd just be Meryl Streep going, well, it's got to be this one then. The Irishman was amazing. It was amazing. It was. It was great. Long, but amazing. It wasn't the only epic movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long. Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him. So... Even Prince Andrew's like, come on, Leo, mate, you know. You're nearly 50, son. The world got to see James Corden as a fat pussy. He was also in the movie Cats, but no one saw that. And the reviews, oh, shocking. I saw one that said, this is the worst thing to happen to cats since dogs, right? But Dame Judi Dench defended the film, saying it was the role she was born to play, because she... I can't do this next joke. Because she loves nothing better than plonking herself down on the carpet, lifting her leg and licking her... Furball. She's old school. It's the last time, who cares? Hi, I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
Creators, writers, directors, star of The Office. If you're a fan of that show...
Who isn't?
Yeah, then you've got a treat coming up because it's the entire first series...
Well, if they're a fan, Rick, then they will have already bought the DVD and already seen the show.
Oh, no. Wait, let me finish. It's the entire first series, but with extra bits. We've got interviews of people, it's a retrospective, people talking about it, A-listers, chatting about why they think The Office is genius. Not my words, I do think it's brilliant. Yeah. Do you know my favourite thing in The Office?
Go on.
You?
Thought as much, yeah.
Yeah.
When I first saw The Office, I was struck by how original it was on a bunch of different levels. And I think upon first viewing, I thought, that's really great. And then upon my 38th viewing, realized how genius it was.
My first impression of The Office was that it was a masterpiece, and unfortunately, as time passed by, nothing interfered with that glow.
It was so fresh and new in terms of the style, and for me, it reminded me of a style of humor that, I think, you know, in Spinal Tap, Chris Guest and those guys created. I saw that show and I was like, this is incredible.
When I first saw The Office, I thought, finally, there's something funny being done in the world.
I think the thing that I was most struck by is how original a character David Brent was. I've never seen a character in a movie or in television who is that obsessed with what people think of him. And I think a lot of the comedy comes from that. He's got way too much self-awareness.
I can have a joke and a laugh with the people who, you know, I'm supposed to have authority over, and they love me for it. And all that obviously is always, you love watching Brent, but you don't want to be Brent, you want to be Tim.
That didn't happen by accident. It didn't happen because of my overwhelming charisma. Do you know what I mean? It happened because they wanted Tim to be the, you know, the kind of, I suppose, the emotional focus, or at least they wanted him to be the audience, yeah. And he was, you know.
Apparently they had a completely different idea when they were writing it of the sort of person that Gareth would be. He was supposed to be a much bigger, more macho kind of guy, and yeah. So I've heard that when I came in and auditioned, they changed their mind.
Because if you're genuinely physically scared of somebody, if it had like been Tim and Lee, that kind of character, then you just think, I think he's going to hit Tim. He's going to beat him up, you know. Whereas it's kind of Tim and Gareth, you think there's a man who thinks he's Napoleon.
Every single one of those characters is so perfectly cast and in a sort of new, informal way.
Hello, Random Hog.
And Dawn, just the perfect look, the perfect pitch. You know, not so fabulous that, of course, everyone will be in love with her, but you slowly fell in love with her while you watched her.
I've got kind of hot hands, sorry.
Right, just don't touch my head.
With Dawn, sometimes I wanted to give her a bit of a shake, you know, because she didn't pursue the guy that she really did want to. The camera is like another character in the office. It's a whole other member of our show, because it added so much depth, I think, to what people said and did.
Obviously, one of the key aspects of the show was the sort of documentary style, and that had sort of been born out of how we'd originally got it made, and we shot something in a little documentary style. And we did that because it was a very quick way of filming. You can get a lot done quickly in a documentary style. You've got to worry about the finesse. And then over time, we realised that the whole sort of documentary boom that was happening at the time, the sort of docu-soap, things like Driving School and the Airport programme, were throwing up these amazing characters who suddenly were acting in a very specific way because of the fact they were being filmed.
I think the most extraordinary thing about the documentary format, obviously, was Ricky's performance with the camera. That you had his ghastly behaviour, and then on top of the fact that he thought that his ghastly behaviour was absolutely excellent and cool and interesting and complicated.
To the stage where they could actually make it. That's what made it a success, that they knew exactly what they were doing.
We didn't want anything sexy or cool or rock and roll. It was all anti that.
The opening titles, they just blew me away. I remember first time I saw it. It was about.
One of the first things that Ricky ever did as the David Brent character, he had a couple of scenarios in his head that used to play out for me when we worked together. One of which was his character, his sort of seedy boss character, interviewing a woman and his slightly lascivious, lecherous manner, which is actually something we downplayed in Brent. Brent, in the original form, was a lot more seedy, perhaps, than he later became. But certainly that scene where he's interviewing the girl.
Brent doesn't think that that's creepy. He thinks that's romantic. He thinks he's a bit of a Lothario. He's thinking he's setting the mood for love. He doesn't think this is seedy or anything, does he? So he thinks she's going to go, "You're the most interesting man I've ever met." And you're handsome with your little beard.
One of the things is it's a great physical performance by Ricky. You know, I mean, obviously the gestures have now become slightly over well known, the tie and the looks to camera. But he does sometimes, every so often, he will do bigger stuff. He'll be when a woman's around, as opposed to the way he'll be when someone who he's frightened of will be around, some higher status person will be around.
Regular guys working in an office instead of a factory or being a mechanic. And what we did was we showed the difference between the two lads, but he knows it's wrong. And he knows this thing, sexism, he's heard of that, and he knows about misogyny, he knows all those things, he knows all the isms, he just doesn't really fully hate having a woman as a boss. Deep down he hates it. And he hates being undermined anyway by a woman. He hates being undermined by anyone in front of the camera. So it just, his world just implodes. in that episode. One of the other themes in The Office is comedy itself. You know, you get a lot of things off your chest. We had a go at people just shouting catchphrases.
Ricky, leave it!
Props, just bringing in a funny thing.
I would have enjoyed watching Tim and Dawn and their journey because it didn't seem implausible and it didn't seem unreachable. They made it feel as if you could have these little things inside you, these little stories that can come out, rather than it being this glossy Hollywood love story where they all end up brilliantly happy, but everyone's unbelievably rich and beautiful and in, you know, sunny lands, and it doesn't feel like where we are, you know what I mean? And so I think I would have enjoyed seeing it play out.
For someone like me, the romantic drama, particularly of the great Christmas special, you know, is one of the great romantic comedies of all time, one of the great romantic stories of all time. I mean, I think the very best sitcoms have had profound things at the bottom of them. I suppose that's what makes them good.
All of my favourite shows have always had a sort of romantic strand in them, whether it be Northern Exposure or Moonlighting or Friends. And I think it's one of the reasons, one of the things we liked is the kind of soap opera feel that the best of those shows have. You know, soap opera not being a sort of a damning phrase at all, that actually there's something about watching from week to week and building an understanding of that world and caring about those characters that's very unique to television. And a lot of British comedies don't seem to do that enough, and it seems strange. You know, you're coming week after week, so you can draw people in. And so we were very keen to have that romantic thread, because we knew if we just kept going, it would just become the sort of beating heart of the show in a way.
The supporting cast were actors, but sometimes it just said in the script, man one, woman one. And we gave them all names anyway, just in case it popped up, because we wanted that realism. They came in every day, they were sat in their seats, and they'd really be typing. And then one thing in the script said, someone leaves a message on his answer phone, and it was Ewan, and he was just cracking us up.
Hello, I'll call you tomorrow.
One of our pet hates was exposition, where someone walks into a room and goes, Jonathan, you know your sister, the one that went to the Gambia, who's a doctor? Yeah. But we found out that we could do that with Keith. Because of his strange, laconic tone, he could remind the audience what had happened and what was embarrassing. So,
with me taking a bite into the Scotch egg, we're talking about watching peak practice. Boring, isn't it? Just staying in watching peak practice with your life.
Yeah.
Not for me, I like it.
I'll just stay.
That was so good. That was so good.
Something would put us off, or something would go, and one of us would always kind of crack and lose it, and we just couldn't get it right. We got through 3 or 4 Scotch eggs, and eventually they had to give me ones back that had a bite taken out of them because they didn't have enough bought for the number of takes it took. So a couple of times I had to disguise a bite that had already been taken out and go in again. Boring, isn't it? Just staying in watching peak practice with your life.
Yeah, it is.
Not for me, I like it.
Yeah, I just stayed in at a big... It was one of the 400,000 scenes that we couldn't do in under 4 hours because it was just a lot of laughing, you know.
I was the worst corpser of all. Yeah, I mean, it's strange because my job is to try and make people laugh for my own amusement, but sometimes that goes wrong and I can see fear in their face, or I found myself funny and I'd laugh and ruin a take. Also, even if you've written the lines, if they're funny, I still laugh.
What's the difference?
A dwarf is someone who has disproportionately short arms and legs.
I'm so sorry.
What's the difference?
A dwarf is someone
Fucking hell! You can't help corpsing. You can't help. You can help putting people off and making them corpse. But if someone's finding something funny, you know, I celebrate that, really.
I thought I found a lump. I examine myself regularly. I get checked out. It's fine, but terrifying. Testicular cancer. Cancer of them old testicles. What's that?
Oh, God, that was a great one.
We'll do it again.
Please.
We'll do it again. Damn! Steve came over once in the office and said, Rick, it's like making your own TV show isn't interesting enough for you. You've got to have other things going on. And so, I do, you know, I multitask. I try and get something in the can, and I try and ruin the take for my own amusement.
Action.
9.99 pure silk, so I had to snap it up. OK.
He can't stand to do the same take twice, and so he would change something about it every time.
Action.
And Wally Burton, 2 for 10 quid, so I went, yes, please.
Something would have to be different, and that was the thing that would crack you up.
Action.
And, you know, Deaf Nobby Burton, who comes around with a case, 2 for...
Why are you making it harder for yourself?
OK, I'm sorry. OK, I'll just say Nobby Burton, who comes around with a case. 2 for 10, I've got 4.
I think sometimes he'll improvise an idea that will amuse him and that will amuse someone else. And now Ricky thinks, right, OK, I've got them now. And then he will just keep going. He just thinks, well, this for my own amusement. Even though we're making a TV show, the clock's ticking, we're losing money, and we've got to get it on BBC Two. He's thinking, no.
That probably contributed to making it so funny as well, because it was so fresh. Each one of those takes that finally got into the series was unique.
I've only just reached a point where I can watch it now and enjoy it and not really be thinking about how it was made or what he was doing that day that was terribly annoying. Now I start to see it, I think, for the first time as audiences do, and I can't remember some of the episodes, I can't remember some of the scripts. Jokes amuse me now for the first time, and so I've just got to a point where I can sort of see it and enjoy it. And now I feel more proud perhaps than I did then, because I really feel excited when I see a little clip of it somewhere, because it just feels such a three-dimensional world. I think that's the thing you're always trying to chase as a writer, is a world in which people believe those characters exist and that somewhere they're out there. And that, I think, you know, is its sort of greatest, for me at least, our greatest achievement.
Yeah, I mean, I've only got fond memories of everything from meeting Steve to
Thanks, mate.
winning the Golden Globes, you know.
What I think really, you know, has changed American television is that by bringing over an American version of The Office and really staying true to the tone of the original, and then it becoming a success in America, has totally revitalized comedy on television in the States.
I keep it on in my house sometimes just for comfort. I just keep it on. I'm not even necessarily watching it. I'm just sort of listening to it because I find it comforting to... That sounds weird. Yeah, I keep my pants on.
Staggered at how successful The Office has been worldwide, and I think that what I love about it the most is that the characters are essentially the same in the remade shows. Brent is still Brent, and Tim and Dawn still Tim and Dawn, Gareth still Gareth, even though the names aren't the same. The characters essentially are...
At one time or another, every bloke in the office is woken up at the crack of dawn.
What?
La chef réceptionniste. Ça va? Ah oui, oh, viens. Anne, viens. Oh oui, viens, Anne. Oh, viens!
À la camita.
Il est chiant, il arrête pas de me mettre du fromage partout dans mes affaires.
Pero mire, pero ¿cómo voy a desperdiciar comida, hombre, por Dios? ¿Pero cuánta gente puede alimentar?
I thought I found a lump.
Realmente me encontré un poroto, una cuestión re fea.
Cancer des testicules. Mes pauvres petites testicules. C'est quoi?
I look back and there was a, you know, right. Honestly, was to write and be involved with a sitcom that would be thought of, you know, fondly and possibly even amongst, you know, the sort of much-loved sitcoms. And I feel like to some degree we've achieved that. And so now I don't know what I'm doing with the rest of my life. Now I've got to sort of recalibrate my expectations. Now I'm just filling up the hours before I die. That's why I'm here today. That's not gloomy, is it?
Well, you've got voiceover work, though, haven't you?
You've got some voiceover work, yeah. I've got some voiceover work. Barclays.
Sell out.
Can you not drive at all?
I know.
No, but do you know how?
Well, I've seen people do it.
But you don't have a license.
Go. What?
You don't have a license?
No.
Okay.
You can't drink and drive, so what's the point? That's kind of... Once upon a time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long, Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him. So... You'll be pleased to know this is the last time I'm hosting these awards, so I don't care anymore. I'm joking. I never did. On a serious note, just looking at all the faces here reminds me of some of the great work that's been done this year by cosmetic surgeons. The next presenter is an award-winning actress with special powers. In Die Another Day, she used her powers of seduction to win over James Bond. In X-Men, she used her powers to control the elements. In Catwoman, she used the power of being able to wash herself all over. And she's the paw for behind the ear. It's brilliant. Please welcome the very clean Halle Berry. All female remakes are the big thing. There's a female remake of Ghostbusters. There's going to be a female remake of Ocean's 11. And this is brilliant for the studios because they get guaranteed box office results and they don't have to spend too much money on the cast. So... Shut up, I don't care. Our next presenter is an actress who is both beautiful and talented. Born in England, she came to America and has taken Hollywood by storm. The star of the nominated movie The Danish Girl, please... It's a dude. Eddie Redmayne.
Let's see in Sweden. How aren't foreigners funny? So how would you advertise it? How would you sit there and munch?
If it's a Swedish advert, it would be a really weird one, wouldn't it? It would be something like, "You've had a plug." Oh, the plug. Flirty plug.
Oh. You like soups, don't you?
Yeah,
yes. Yeah. OK, so it's a cock-flavoured bouillon.
Cock flavour. Excellent. Oh, God. Slurp it up. The great taste of cock.
And now that you're older, has it occurred to you again, have you given any more thought to God and whether he might be real?
Yeah, I think about it every day.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's not.
Oh, no, but you look so calm.
I know, I had some of your heroin.
I was wondering where I put that.
Oh, look, it's a ginger Frankenstein. You know, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're 65 this Thursday, aren't you?
That's correct, yes.
You can't use this till Thursday. This is official. I got you a bus pass and senior citizens.
Oh, it's a Metro card. There it is.
No, they ask me all the time in the press, why don't you have children? Which is a really odd question to ask someone, why don't you have children?
Yeah.
As opposed to asking people, why do you have
Yeah.
children? Do you know what I mean? It's like...
We're on TBS.
Right, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, no, it's a growing concern.
Okay.
It's really, in 30 years, we're going to be...
What channel, what number on the dial?
Well, if it depends what medium you're using. Yeah. Direct TV would be 247.
247?
247.
Who finds it? They're definitely looking for porn if they find it.
I just feel like I'm not long for this world.
Oh, well, you're
my
fine.
My nan used to say that. My nan said that for about 20 years. She used to say, "Oh, I won't see Christmas," right?
Yeah.
She was right eventually.
Yeah,
well, the last one.
eventually, yes. Yeah.
What constitutes the world of Ricky Gervais? When you say world tour,
well,
because like in America we have the World Series, but it's just us fighting.
Exactly,
us.
and same as Mr. Universe always comes from Earth. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a fix. Yeah.
You look pumped, buffed, and cut. You are ready to go.
Thank you.
When did this happen, for God's sakes?
It's been a gradual process.
Yeah. Well, what is your goal?
Over 50 years.
Uh-huh.
Started off really small.
Yeah. And what's the matter with your voice?
I've got a sore throat.
Ah.
So that's it.
How long have you had the sore throat?
Just a couple of days.
See, now, I had a sore throat around the holidays.
It's all about you, isn't it? It's all about you.
If we're out or something, I sort of like lag behind and get Jane by herself with no one on, and I take a picture of her and I tweet Jane with all her friends.
Yeah. So like, imagine. Here's one you tweeted of Jane. Jane thinking about making new friends.
I went, Jane, look at those crows.
But does she not know you're doing it? Does she not think, where is he? Where is he?
She sees the tweet.
Here's this. Jane thought she'd made a new friend, but it was just a shadow. The next one. Just found this photo of Jane when she was little. Jane is looking so happy because her new friend hasn't walked away yet.
Ricky Gervais couldn't be here tonight, so instead we're going to give this to our friend Steve Carell.
Look at his stupid face. Have you even been to see Ghost Town yet? No. I sat through Heaven Almighty. Give me my Emmy. Give me my Emmy. I'll come down there. Give me it. I'll tickle you. I don't care. I've got nothing to lose here. I'm a nobody here. Where is it? Yes, you have. Stop. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Give me it. Give me the Emmy. Give me the Emmy. Give me the Emmy. Give me it. Give me the... Thank you. Right. Good. That's settled. These are the nominees for directing for a variety, music or comedy programme.
Really?
Because you kept it. We worked together for a couple of days.
I know.
You're absolutely mental.
In a nice way? Yeah.
But the town in Minnesota has canceled plans to change the name of a street called Stoner Avenue. It's a weird street, and instead of saying stop, all the signs say chill, bro.
Sorry. Yeah, you're not giving them. You know, they come out, they park their cars, they've got babysitters, they haven't paid. Why would you? That'd be mental. But if I was you, I'd be going, thank you so much to these people, and giving them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm not doing that.
It was shoddy. It was, I mean, you didn't write it, and that's... But do it like it's your own. Do it like you were clever enough to come up with this joke yourself, okay? And I think that's the important thing, because I've often said that people get offended when they mistake the subject of a joke with the actual target.
Yeah.
And they're not necessarily the same thing. You can make jokes about any subject. It depends what the joke is.
Yeah.
There's no rules. You can't joke about this. You can.
You should be able to.
You just can.
Yeah.
Okay? And there's nothing sacred. But people then they go, wow, yeah, but you shouldn't hurt people's feelings. Well, you can if their feelings are wrong.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't like the facts, don't change the facts, change the feelings.
Yeah.
You know.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
How arrogant are you to think that you deserve to go through life with no one ever saying anything that you don't agree with or like. I want people to stop saying that joke's offensive.
Yeah.
I want them to start saying I found it offensive, because you've got to own the emotion, because that's all it is. You're
Yeah.
just telling me how you feel about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing intrinsically offensive about this joke.
Keep my wife's name out your f***ing mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your f***ing mouth.
I'm going to, okay? That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Well, hello, friends, and welcome to your Thursday One Show with Alex George.
And Mr. Chris Evans.
Tonight, we're joined by a man with the comedy Midas touch, a guy who in just 10 years has conquered the world of film, sitcom, podcast, children's books, and stand-up.
Not bad for a bloke who's still remembered as the worst office manager ever.
Ricky Gervais is here! You see, they applauded for you.
Thank you.
Now then, Ricky, we'll be talking a bit about the tour and the DVD later. So how much does The Office still dominate your life?
I suppose I sort of manage the estate of The Office still, or every day. You know what I mean? There's things like, can we use this as a clip? Can we use that, you know, for a quiz machine? But and all the remakes, of course. We're doing latest one is Russia, and we're working on one for China. So it goes on and on, really, but not as involved as we were, you know, with our baby, so to speak.
So there are lots of David Brents, different nationalities.
There are.
Would you spot them if we showed some to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
Here we go.
All right, who's this one?
That's me.
That's you.
That's you.
Okay, that's the easy one.
Well done.
I had to think, because I wish I didn't look like that. in all honesty.
We loved him. You loved him. Come on. All right, who's that kid?
Oh,
come on.
Is that French or French-Canadian? I think it's the French one. Le Bureau.
Is that your final answer?
Oh, French-Canadian.
French-Canadian is the right answer.
And his character name, as a little homage, is David Gervais.
That's right. It's Antoine Vézina, and the show's called Le Job.
Yeah. Well, you can see the confusion. They're all fat blokes with goatees at the moment.
All right. Who's this kiddie?
Stromberg. That's the German David Brent.
That's right. And his name is Bernd Stromberg. Absolutely right. Correct. Yeah. This is 100%
Well
so
done.
far.
Very impressive.
How about this baby boy?
Oh, it's Chili, but I don't know his name. It's the Chili one.
Yeah. What's the show called?
La.
Is that La Office?
Yes, it is. La Office.
Yeah.
Wonder where they got that from. And the actor is Louis Gnecco.
That's right,
And the character is called...
Oh.
Sorry if I've got it all written down.
El Brente.
Manuel Sedal. Pretty good effort, though, I think.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, well done. All right, more from Ricky in a bit, and as a bonus, the man Ricky thinks is the funniest guy in the world, Karl Pilkington, will be joining us.
Well, there he is.
Get him on now. Get him on now, really.
Now,
We
Ricky,
can get him on now.
You get him on now.
All right,
really.
well,
Don't
okay.
worry.
he's on his way now. Hang
You've
on.
got to come down the
For
long
those at
corridor.
home who don't know who Karl is, can you explain?
He's sort of my best mate now. I've known him for about 8 years, but he was just given to us as our producer when we worked on XFM, and he was pressing the buttons and stuff. And then one day, we, you know, as you do, we'd say, oh, what do you think? And what he came out with was, I'd like to say comedy gold, but it was drivel.
But wonderful drivel.
But wonderful drivel. It's an endless well of stupidity. Is he here?
He's on his way.
Get him on now.
And now he's very much reluctantly famous. Karl can come on.
Come in.
Okay,
I'll take up my spot talking about my science DVD. I just want... Karl is better. Just tweet, buy Ricky's science DVD. Karl Pilkington's on the One Show now. Come on. Whoa.
Please stay over there, please.
Hello, Karl. Right. While you have a little chat there, all this week we've been showing Cary Grant's great stories about people who have come this close to the Beatles.
Very impressive.
There you go. That's going to sound amazing later on. Hopefully,
brilliant.
yeah.
Okay, 5,000 kids there. Ricky, you're a recent Beatles fan. You're new to the Beatles. You're late to the party.
Yeah, I am. But they sort of didn't mean anything to me. I think I fell for that myth that you had to like the Stones or the Beatles, and I was always a Stones fan. But in the last couple of years, really, I've just realised they probably are the best band ever. I know. What a revelation. That was amazing.
Was there a moment?
No, it just gradually I realised that I wanted to keep finding a couple of songs on YouTube, and then I discovered more. So.
And you met McCartney, didn't you, at the Golden Globes? But
I've met him a few times, but the Golden Globes was the one when I did the joke, and
That's right.
I waited for him to come backstage, and I went, "You still talking to me?" He went, I loved it, man. And he hugged
Really?
me. So yeah, yeah.
He was all right with it.
He's above it, isn't he? He's not going to worry about something I'd say.
You worried yourself with that joke, though, didn't you?
I did. I just didn't think that... I didn't want anyone to think I was having a go at them at the Globes. I just think I wanted them to know that it was sort of gentle ribbing as a... Sounds like a condom. As opposed to sort of like... Can you say... You can say condom.
No, not twice.
No.
Really? Well, definitely not
Never
three times.
twice. Never twice.
Never twice. Golden Globes...
Same one.
Golden Globes you can say twice, and you've done it twice. Yeah?
Yeah, not yet. I've done the second time was in January.
OK, because they liked it so much, and you're brilliant. I mean, obviously, the viewing figures were massive. The share was up for 240 million viewers watched it.
I know, madness.
If you were asked to host the Oscars, you'd have to say yes?
No, I'd have to say no.
Really?
Wrong gig.
Really?
Wrong gig.
Is there a wrong gig?
There is, yeah. The Globes is right. I mean, the Globes is like the second biggest award ceremony in the world, and you're allowed drink, and they sit at tables, and it's more of an industry party. The Oscars is quite stuffy, and you have to... Come on. Well, I could do it, but I think I'd be fired halfway through the show.
Yeah.
Which should be fine.
Carl can step in, look.
No, that's terrifying.
He's terrified now.
Yeah.
I only got him on now because he said if I was out there early, I'd get used to it. He said, and they'd cut me. They run out of time and they'd cut me.
All right.
So
we would never cut you, Carl.
No, it's like I prefer that sort of Elvis thing where you saw him pulling up outside, he'd walk straight on the stage. There was no hanging around saying, do you want a Coke, do you want a coffee?
We should have said. We'd have done that for you.
Well, I thought he got me in early just to annoy me.
No, they wanted me even earlier.
Right, listen now, we've got to move on.
Ricky Gervais is here. Karl Pilkington's here. You both have DVDs out. Ricky, just about your DVD first. It's a comedy DVD. I'm not a fan of comedy DVDs. Why should I buy yours?
I don't think you should, because you're not a fan.
Right.
Thanks very much.
No, so I'm trying to be straight. You've
Well,
got to be there.
Well, I'd like to say it's different to most comedy DVDs. You're going to hear things you haven't heard before.
Unfold your arms. Come on now.
Oh, sorry.
Body language.
Was that bored or defensive?
A little bit defensive.
Oh, was it? Well, OK.
I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it. Not that dope, but...
Let's spell it out. But you know what I mean?
Well, you should buy it because it's a rip-roaring exploration into non-political correctness, and Karl's on the extras.
But do you like watching comedy DVDs yourself? Honestly.
I don't really watch any sort of comedy, or I sort of revisit things, I suppose. I watch old stuff. I watch a lot of American TV. I couldn't tell you what's on at the moment in terms of comedy on British TV. I only watch sort of things like The Apprentice on English TV.
It's a good choice.
It's great.
You were saying there that it's non-politically correct. Well, there's quite a few jokes on it about, like, overweight people and stuff. Is that why you've slimmed down? Because you can do jokes about fat people?
Oh, the opposite is true. I've always done jokes about fat people when I was fat. In fact, I've got to stop now because people think that I really care. I didn't give a flying... I don't care when I was fat. I don't care when I'm thin. I've got the same T-shirt. Luckily, they sort of stretch.
They do come in and out.
So, yeah. So that was me when I'm fat. Always thinner. See?
Yeah.
Still fits.
Karl, as a good friend, you know, one of Ricky's best friends, can you back up the claim that he doesn't care about his weight?
I haven't noticed it, because I see him every day.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when a girlfriend puts on weight, you don't notice it. No, do you know what I mean? Because you're seeing her every day. No,
Karl's flying now, isn't he?
No, but honestly, my girlfriend, if I... No, because I know. No, she has, but then again, I had hair when she met me.
Yeah.
It's just bad luck. That's the way it is.
All right, you also you cover autograph hunters in this DVD. Let's watch a bit. Here's the autograph hunter sketch.